What's up, beauties? Welcome to the YouTube. We're heading to go on our run currently. So woke up this morning, had our 30 grams of protein, got our AG1 in, our supplements in, and now after chilling for a bit, having a coffee, stretching, we're ready to go on a run. So today we've got a 3-miler. So marathon training is what I'm currently doing. This is not a scheduled marathon where it's like an actual event held. I am running in a marathon for the sole purpose of the personal challenge, and it doesn't exist anywhere except my own head. And this is due to the reason that I don't need somebody to watch me do it. I don't need somebody to, how do I word it? I don't need somebody to hand me a certificate saying, good job, you did it. I'm running it for my own personal reasons. Me and my roommate are running it. We're both not training together, but we both have the same schedule for running. So today we have a 3-miler. And the way we kind of have it set up is, so Monday we have 6 sets of quarter-mile sprints. Tuesday, we have a 3-mile run, or 3 to 4 mile run. It kind of depends on the week. Wednesday, we have 10, or I do 15, but 10 sets of hill sprints. I normally do 15 sets of hill sprints. Thursday is our rest day from running. Friday, which is today, we have about 3 to 4 miles or so, depending on the week. Today we have 3 miles. Tomorrow, Saturday, is our long run, or our race run, and tomorrow we have 7 miles, and then Sunday is our rest day. So that incrementally goes up each week. Eventually our race runs will be around, the highest they'll ever get is 18 miles, and then that's the most I'll run before our actual marathon. But it's a beautiful day out today. It's going to get up to 80 degrees. Right now it's around 65 degrees and sunny, 9:19 a.m. and we're ready for the day. We're ready to tackle it. This is our first YouTube video, and I'm excited because it gives a little bit more in-depth look on my day. It doesn't only hold me accountable. I mean, I'm doing this anyway. Just want to show it to just show people how easy it really is to get better. And physical, so here's my take on getting better overall, is everybody needs physical health. Everybody needs good cardiovascular health. Everybody should be going to the gym at least 3 days a week. And how hard you go in the gym is completely up to you. Maybe your goal isn't really that side of things, and that's okay. You don't have to do that. I mean, for me, it's my passion. Running, lifting weights, just the whole physical aspect I'm obsessed with. But the mental side of things is where things get really, really, really complicated, because everybody has a purpose in life. Everybody has a passion in life. Sometimes finding that passion is a whole nother journey itself. But self-reflection, not making excuses to yourself on things you know you should do, but you don't do them, because your mind is very good at making an excuse for not doing something. And it's very easy to convince yourself that you're doing the right thing. So learning how to navigate that whole mental map, it's not very easy, and it takes a while. I mean, no one's ever mastered it. It's always a work in progress. You can definitely get better at it every day, and that margin of error gets smaller and smaller, but sometimes it's way easier said than done. But today, I don't have to work today. Monday through Thursday, I work 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. I have a really good balance of doing something I don't want to do to make some money, and a good balance of doing what I love to do. And those two combined get me through each day, because doing something you don't want to do literally grows your mind. It makes you mentally stronger, because then when you get to do the things you love to do, it makes them that much better, because you're finally able to just break free and really do what you want to do that day specifically. And then that can broaden out to, my goal is to make this my complete lifestyle and make money this way. And it starts here, man. It starts here. First YouTube video is, it's a speed bump some people aren't willing to take. I mean, YouTube obviously isn't for everyone, but I'm gonna try it. And there's a big hump of caring what people think, and I'm just kind of over that. I'm just kind of at the point where I'm gonna do what I want to do, and I've seen how my life has turned around in the last year or 7 months to a year or so, and I know anybody can do the same. And I'm hoping that I can help some people out, maybe show them just how easy it is. I'm not saying the journey and the grind is easy, but I'm saying starting and making that change is so easy when you put your mind to it. Because I kind of I was just mentally fed up with where I was, and I decided I'm going to make a change. And I never looked back, and I'll never regret making that decision. And so today, 3-mile run. Later in this video, you'll see I got chest and side delts in the gym, and then followed by about 15 minutes of zone 2 cardio. Zone 2 cardio is about, is it 60-some% of your maximum heart rate? So my maximum heart rate is like, my zone 3 cardio is probably around that 150 to 180 mark beats per minute. My zone 2 is around that 110 to 130 beats per minute. So I just hop on a bike, walk on a treadmill, whatever. I got a Fitbit. Highly recommend something like that to look at your heart rate. But either way, if you can kind of figure it out yourself too. You can know your body when you're just steadily. The way I look at it is you're able to easily breathe through your nose while you're doing cardio. That means, and you're also kind of pushing yourself and getting a sweat in. That's what I would say, without something to monitor your heart rate, that's about zone 2 cardio. And I mean, it doesn't have to be on the dot, but it's just very good for your cardiovascular health. It's just very good to get in. No matter what you're doing, no matter what your aspirations are, you will feel better when your body is in good physical form. Now, physical form helps your mental side, because when you're feeling good physically, it's easy to think good mentally. It's just, they go hand in hand. And working on your mental game is something that you don't have to just meditate or sit in a silent room to work on your mental game. Just work on how you perceive things throughout the day. Look at different perspectives. See both sides of arguments. The mental journey is so much more complicated because there's so much more that goes into it. And that's what we're trying to push here, me and Thresho. And he'll make a video later. But that's what we're pushing here, is getting better isn't just going for a run. It's the things that follow it. It's what you're telling yourself during that run. It's pushing yourself during that run. And that all stems from the mental side of things. What are you telling yourself in the moment? What are you telling yourself to keep going? Because if I wanted to, I could go on a 2-mile run and just go lift. And I would get better physically, but I wouldn't be getting better mentally, because I know I'm capable of so much more. But I'm going to go get this run in. I will see you in a second. What's up, beauties? We're on the way to the gym. We got chest, side delts, and then about 40, we're going to do 40 minutes of zone 2 cardio after. So when you go to the gym, or when you do anything in life, whatever you tell yourself you're going to do, make sure you do it. Because when you tell yourself you're going to do something and you don't hold up to it, like Conor McGregor says, you're stacking little losses, because you're making a check box in your mind, a checklist in your mind. And when you look at that checklist at the end of the day, and you see you had 3 things that you didn't check off. So if I told myself I'm going to do 40 minutes of cardio, and then I end up only doing like 10, I'm lying to myself. I just cut it short. So whatever you tell yourself, make sure you're realistic in your capabilities and where you're at in your starting point to being better and knowing what you're capable of doing. Don't overstack a day right away. Just know your limits. Know your baseline, know what you can do, but know your limits for sure. So today we got chest, we got side delts, and I'll go through my workout as well. I'll record my workouts. I'll record one set of each for today, just because we're getting into this YouTube game. We want to take it slow. But yeah, I will see you in a second. Moving into the gym routine, start with just warming up the shoulders in various ways here, just doing some stuff to get the rotator cuff warm. Do this for like 5 minutes or so, nothing crazy. Move into some stuff, just random, whatever you feel you need to get your shoulders moving. This is all just preference stuff for me, doing some front delt warm up. Again, just do this for like 2-3 minutes, nothing crazy. I just do it because I've had really bad shoulder pain in the past and it's affected my workouts. Doing some side delt stuff here too. If you don't warm up your shoulders properly, you're going to run into problems, I promise you. You might as well just start right away and just do it. You won't regret it, that's for sure. Some more side delt stuff, then some more extensions, get the rotator cuff ready. Here just doing random funny stuff to feel good, basically. Whatever works for you, it really doesn't matter. And then here at the end, just doing some push-ups to warm up the chest as well, because that's also very important before going into our first movement. First movement here, flat bench. Start with 35s, really light. You'll see here I like to pick it up, and I like to do some single arm one at a time just to open up the chest, kind of get your core ready. Again, very light. We're just warming up. I do this for a few reps, nothing crazy. I'm just trying to kind of stretch the chest, get it warm and ready for our whole chest workout, because it's so important, and I don't think it's emphasized enough how important a warm-up is. And a warm-up can take many different forms. It's really whatever works for you, whatever you think feels right. I've experimented with so much different stuff, and recently this is what I've been doing for flat bench. For barbell bench, I'll get into that when I end up doing that for one of these next videos. But for now, dumbbell bench is my warm-up. Now we're getting closer here to our working set. So here I'm just grabbing some 50s and I'm just repping them for a few just to get the feel. Just going a little bit heavier. Really going slow and controlled and just pushing up. And again, can't stress how important a warm-up is with anything you're doing, whether it's running and stretching or lifting and getting your muscle ready for the muscle you're going to hit. Full body workout, same way. Just make sure you're warming up before your sets. It's very important. Now we're going into our top set. So I'm pretty light right now. I'm only about 140-ish pounds. So 65s for about 10 is my top set. I'm going to be bulking this winter, but right now training for a marathon, I'm trying to stay light. So this is heavy for me right now, but that'll change. My weight, I can fluctuate pretty easily just because I'm very dialed in on what I'm eating and how much cardio I'm doing and all that stuff. So I've got a pretty good knowledge for it. So here, 65 is pretty heavy for me. I'd try not to go anything below 10 reps for a working set. I think 10 is a pretty standard number. It does get pretty tough towards the end, but I do try to go till failure on every movement for the most part, or pretty close to failure at least. But again, with time, that kind of comes and goes. So it really depends on what you're training for. But that's my top set. And then moving into incline bench. So did a few sets of each of these, but I'm just showing you one set. of each movement. So here we're doing incline bench. I've just got some 50 pounds, I believe it is, and we're just going for reps here, really isolating the chest and pushing up, driving through the chest. The lighter you go, for the more reps. For me personally, I just feel it better, and light can vary depending on your body weight, how strong you are, how experienced you are in the gym. A lot goes into it. So for me, this is pretty light, and I go for about 15 reps or so here until I pretty much reach failure. So. Now we're moving into some cable press. I do a drop set here, so I start pretty heavy and go till failure, and then I drop the weight and then rep out till failure. And I count this as one set because it's not really 2 sets, it's more of a superset is the way I look at a drop set. And so here really just pushing, leaning back, sticking out your chest, and just pushing through that muscle. And this goes the same with any group or muscle group, just really isolating that muscle and just pushing through it. Now moving into some cable flies. I love this. Normally the gym's pretty busy, so I was lucky I got to grab these today. But kind of the same format as a cable press sitting down, except these is, I don't know, there's something a little bit different about them that I like. Just kind of switching it up to. Again, just really pushing through that chest. I do need to work on my range of motion a little bit more, but in the moment it's kind of tough because you're just going by feel. So it's cool to watch these back and see your form and see what can be improved and what can't. Do another little bit of a drop set here. Just drop the weight a little bit, and I kind of vary the fly a little bit. So now I'm more like, it's like a pec deck machine type movement, so I'm going to keep my arms straight and pull it in. And I'm doing some reps varied, so I'm doing some where it's like a chest press, and I'm doing some where it's like a fly. Again, I'm really just going on feel. So, and I think that's what's most important with lifting is no matter how it looks, if it feels good for you and you're getting a pump, not really that big a deal in my eyes.
Do you like documentaries? Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Everything, endurance.
This is one of my favorite finishers. Just pulling it across like you're trying to uppercut somebody. You can do these with dumbbells too, but I kind of vary it. I like the cable a little more. Really, really like these. You can really isolate the chest, and it's a really good squeeze. Great, great way to end a chest day.
It's so fun. It's straight fun. Alright, I gotta get to it here. So I'll send it to you.
And then we superset these with some push-ups. So do 15 sets of push-ups here to finish. And I do this for 2 sets, but I'm only recording 1 set of each movement just because it's a lot easier, because there's not much else that needs to be shown when you show each movement once. So it could be something that changes in the future, but... Now moving into side delts again, warming the shoulders up a little bit, just rotator cuff stuff. My shoulders are already pretty warm just from chest and warming them up already, but I like to be extra safe just to be able to get the best out of each movement. So do these for not very long. I barely did any of them, just a couple sets of them. Then move into lightweight side delt flies, or side delt raises, just very light, and then move up to the 20 pounders. This is my working set, one of them. I did 8 sets of these and really got a good pump, really good shoulder pump today. I think with side delts you don't need to do too much. I just spam these and it's given me some pretty good results so far. Then 40 minutes of zone 2 cardio, keeping the heart rate around 130, 140-ish. Got a pretty good sweat in and went very well. Then just had a little walk after around the track, get the heart rate down and just listen to some music. Really chill time after the workout.
What up, beauties? Post gym. Great workout. Man, yeah, see, that's the thing. I've conditioned myself very well, so I'm not tired. I'm more so just like exhausted. I'm like depleted. I just want to go home and eat and chill, and it's exactly what we're gonna do. Great day today. It's so nice out. 80 degrees, sunny. You can't ask for anything more than a nice day. Summertime is finally here. You can go. But love seeing everybody outside. Everyone's moving. Here's something I want to talk about. Keep scrolling on TikTok, seeing all these cheat meals. What's up with the cheat meals, man? I guarantee, like, a cheat meal to me is pointless. I mean, I track everything I eat, but a cheat meal I look as a lost day. That's how I look at it. I mean, when I eat something bad that doesn't account to my macros and my limit of my calories, I mean, that's going to affect me mentally, just personally. I mean, that's just how dedicated I am to it, but not everyone has to be like that. I think everybody should be conscious of what they're eating, but cheat meals, man. Cheat meals. Think about what you're saying. You're cheating on your meals. And I don't think people fully understand tracking food until they actually try it. And when I say try it for like 3-4 weeks, maybe over a month, and just watch what happens. Just watch the results you'll get. It's crazy, man. It's nuts. How it's not just physical, dude. It's your like mental clarity, how you feel throughout the day, how much more energy you have throughout the day. And when you have more energy throughout the day, it leads to you having more opportunity to do stuff every day because you're just more up and active, and you don't need a nap, and you don't need constant caffeine intake. But that's all I got for you. Solid day today. I'm going to be posting these like once a week for now, and then as I get better at it, I'm going to speed up the process. But do better, beauties. I'll see you soon.